Welcome to the Trailer Cast with Elise Snipes. Each week, I will be sharing with you from inside my vintage trailer where I work as a therapist and share some of my musings on the human experience. I am endlessly fascinated and inspired by people. I love being a therapist and am deeply grateful for the intimate and beautiful work I get to do. I believe we are wildly capable of healing and making this world a better place, and this is my attempt at doing that. Sharing beauty to invoke beauty. May you find yourself inside these stories and ponderings and be better for it. Cheers. On this episode, we're talking about Incarnation. And man, do we need to. This is a hectic season, and it is crazy out there. I mean, even driving around, it freaks me out. The rushing, the commitments, the personalities, the target lines. It's wild out there, and it sometimes makes me want to hide, which is sad because it's supposed to be such a joyous, anticipatory season, and yet I'm almost intimidated by the crazy runaround wildness of it all. And this year, my husband and I are doing something a little bit different. We're really trying to reclaim what Christmas means for us and for our family. And I think I'll share about that more another time, but it has already been so glorious. We are in this hunker down mode, this saying no thanks, trimming all the fat, and being just really thankful for being together and enjoying the magic kind of mode. It's wonderful. And we're also making all of our kids Christmas presents this year because we are those wacky people who say to ourselves, oh, we can make that. we can do that. Yeah, let's make that. And when there was nothing going on, that felt like a really good idea. Like, what's better than things we made ourselves? And so now what that actually looks like is we're taking turns distracting the kids so that the other one can sneak out and use the jigsaw or the sewing machine or some other insane contraption because it was such a good idea in the moment. But I really am excited for them to see what we made them. And since they're not listening, what we're doing is we are going to have them sleep upstairs by the fireplace this year. And then we're going to redo their rooms when they're sleeping and then wrap up their doorway so they can burst through and see what happens on the inside. So I'll show you some pictures later. But we've been doing all the holiday stuff. Preschool musicals, with just the right amount of nose picking and high-pitched voices, cookie decorating, ornament making, hot chocolate drinking, gingerbread house constructing. We are doing it all. We've had all the Christmas colds. I even lost my voice. We've had so much sugar, and we've just kind of getting carried away, even in our trimmed down version this year. And busy does not always feel good to me. You can ask my family. I hate being rushed. I would so much rather wake up early, leave early, than be rushed. And this season is so rushy. Get this, go there, pick that up, don't forget that. Remember that present, be there, and on and on and on. This rapid surface current when just underneath is this calm, thick presence. So I know I relate a lot of stuff back to the ocean, but it has always really spoken to me. So what I was thinking about this morning was this idea that when you're trying to swim out past the waves, you have to go through this zone, the impact zone. It's where the waves break their hardest and with the most frequency. And if you're looking at the waves from the shore, it's where the blue meets white, where the crashing happens. The way of least resistance when trying to get out through the surf is to go deep. If you go under a wave but stay near the surface, you will get crunched. It's like a washing machine up there. But if you can dive deep enough, you can get beneath that churning, pounding layer of surf to this calm gap right above the ocean floor. I like to open my eyes when I'm out there and watch the waves from underneath. Kind of watch the chaos, and then when it is past, rise to the top and keep moving, and then repeat. Dive deep, slip into that secret space between sandy bottom and surging, tumbling waves, wait, watch, and then rise again, upward, onward, out into the open sea. And I think of this hectic holiday season being like being stuck in the impact zone, trying to get out through the surf. Each wave, another event, another necessary thing to attend, another present to buy, another. And I am desperately looking for the thin space where all that stuff can crash around me, even on top of me, but I will be out of reach, watching it all from beneath. The thin space for me is presence. Presence, presence, not to be mistaken for presence. In the circus of this season, sometimes just entering into the present moment is the most counterintuitive thing you can do. When your instinct might be to avoid, numb, distract, leave, drink, shop, whatever, you might need to hold your breath, dive deeper until you find your thin space, your gap between the hustle and bustle and inner peace, so you can stay, hold, share, enjoy, celebrate. And true to this season that we are in, we're looking at this idea of incarnation, of entering in, of taking it on and covering ourselves with it, of becoming the thing we are trying to enjoy. So for those who celebrate the Jesus tradition, when Jesus came in the form of a baby so many Christmases ago, many missed it, almost everyone, because he didn't come in the way they were expecting. They missed him, they missed it because they were holding on to their own ideas of what the incarnation would be like. And whatever your belief system or take on the Christmas season, I want you to listen to the story within the story. Sometimes we don't recognize the gift because we are not open to the form. We don't realize that we are receiving the gift of patience in the form of our child who needs so much all the time. We miss the gift of generosity because we see the homeless person as a danger to our community. We can't receive the gift of plenty because we are consumed with want. We miss the gift of Messiah because all we see is a baby. We mistake the form, the way something comes to us, and so we miss the whole thing. Mistaking busyness for purpose, presence for memories, things for happiness. I don't want to miss it this year. And so I want us to borrow this idea of incarnation and to think of it as our way of diving deeper beneath the surf to what is underneath all the stuff, to what is within. What does this season represent for you? How are you putting that on? How are you wearing the hope you believe in, showing the joy you profess, covering yourself in peace so that it is palpable to those around you? How are you practicing incarnation, being the generous thing you believe in, becoming the magic? Here is what I want you to think about. Become the present you are trying to give. This idea struck me a few years ago, the idea of present over presence. We are all trying to give something this holiday season, and sometimes we can again mistake the form for feeling, mistake that the gift we are giving as the thing, but it is so much more than that. When you are getting something for someone, don't you want to communicate, I thought of you ahead of time. I know you. I see you and I got you just what you wanted. I thought about what you needed, what you maybe would never buy for yourself, something that would make you smile. I considered you. The true gift is not in the form, but it is in the true essence of the giving. It is what is underneath the thing you are holding. It is your relationship to that person that is the true gift. And so to all you parents out there, your children will remember more about how you were on Christmas morning than what you gave them. They will remember if you were patient and kind and there with them on the floor, rather than picking up all the paper and fussing over the mess and caught up in your own stuff. Set that down. Enter in. Be present. By being present, you become the present in the gift sense. You become what the world around you needs from you. You, not more stuff, but you being there. So realize that you are the gift you give back to the world. Look around. What does your world need? And offer yourself freely. Sometimes we can hold ourselves back. And what have you ever gained from this? Unwrap yourself this year. and offer yourself. This is the work of vulnerability, allowing yourself to be seen just as you are, without the shiny bows or clever wrapping job, just you. When you are being you, that is never a just. It is a you, a glorious you. Unwrapping might look like this: entering into the moment, taking off sarcasm or other protective measures, being willing to take the first step towards a relationship that has been strained, coming up with creative conversation topics so you can relate more comfortably with those around you. Be genuine in your comments and yet also gracious with those around you. I want to try something together. This is my favorite exercise on entering into the present moment. Try this with me. This is a form of getting your bearings, of entering in by orienting yourself through your senses. Open your eyes, look around. What do you notice? What do you see, hear, smell? What do you feel in your body when you do this? What emotions and sensations do you have when you take this all in? Focus on the positive experience you are having. Hold it. Take a breath. Notice more. What else do you hear? What do you see in the faces around you? Notice their age, particular details. What do you want to remember about this particular moment? Can you put that into a word to describe right now? Hold that word that captures this place, and notice where you feel that good feeling spreading in your body. Notice how it feels to step in, way into the moment, to dive deep into now and to take it all in. Use all your senses to be fully where you are. Enjoy this moment. This is Christmas. Be right where you are. See it. Experience it. Anchor your experience of now. This is better than any photograph you will take because you will have an actual experience of it. You can do that at any moment. That idea of really entering into the here and now gives your mind an experience of a memory rather than a snapshot that you're trying to remember when that was later. So enter in this season. When the kids are opening presents or when you're at family meal, wherever it is that you're going to be this holiday, practice that exercise. Practice using your senses, what you hear, see, smell, taste, feel. Let Christmas come alive for you. For those of you who are welcoming family into your home, they won't notice the baseboards. Don't bother with a last detail if it pulls you away from the party you're hosting. You are more important than the matching towels in the bathroom. Capiche? The reason people are coming over is because they want to be with you, with family. So remember to be there. Delegate what you can or prepare ahead of time or scale back. Christmas is about so much more than the surface hustle. And for those of you preparing for family gatherings where there is going to be wounding, hold on to yourself. Remember who you are and don't let anyone move you off your mark. They will most likely be themselves again this year. That doesn't mean you have to stop being you too. Remember who you are outside of that room with that person in it. Muster up the courage to stay yourself the whole way through. Don't fold. And for those of you facing loneliness, make your own magic. You might not love your circumstances this season, so what would you love to do? Think about what would bring you joy that is separate from your loss or singleness. Break some rules. Create new tradition. Focus on what you can create because you are magical and can make lemonade out of these lemons, or at least some delicious lemon cocktail. You see, there are times where we are a victim to our circumstances, and that's real. But sometimes we can get stuck there because it's true. The holidays suck. Because it's true, you are alone again. It's true, they excluded you yet again. But at some point, you have to decide what you're going to do about it. How are you going to move from this place and choose not to be a victim to yourself, but to step out in greatness and free yourself from that place? Get up, friend. Get up and make a new place for yourself. When there isn't room at the inn, there's always space in the barn. So remember, be in the present. Be the present. May you receive within yourself the true gift of the season in whatever form it may come in, and may you realize that you have all you need, that you are all you need, and that it is a merry season indeed. Merry Christmas, you guys. Hope it's the best one yet. Thanks for listening. To connect with me, suggest a topic for the show, or ask a question from your own life you would like to have answered, email me at elise@trailercast.com, ELYSE@trailercast.com. You can also see more on the Trailercast website or follow me on Instagram @trailercast, where you can watch the renovation of my vintage mobile office and see more from behind the scenes. Remember, you can subscribe on iTunes and tell your friends.